From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now, let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Welcome into Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss, and today we're at Fortis Institute in Fort, Pennsylvania, a place that you might not know even exists right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So many exciting things are happening here at Fortis, and I'm with the Director of Admissions, Jane Austin. Jane, thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there's so much going on here, so tell us about Fortis and the history of Fortis here in Fort.
Well, we have been here since 1984. And we were actually founded because there was a need in our community for trained medical professionals. The medical staff that supports doctors, hospitals, physicians' offices, clinics, and so forth. So we started out specializing in training medical professionals, but about 7-8 years ago, we changed our name to Fortis. And because of that change, we then became part of a larger network of schools across the country. And that allowed us to bring in more programs in the trades, specifically the electrical trades and the HVAC field, and as well as CDL Class A truck driving. And all of those fields, medical, trades, and CDL, are programs that have great opportunities for jobs in our community. Our programs are short-term training programs. And they are very specific. Our classes are career specific. People come to this school because they want to learn very specific skills in a very specific field and then start working in the field they went to school for.
Mm-hmm. And that makes sense, because how many people are out there with degrees and master's degrees and not working in their field and paying those student loans?
That's right. And we know the medical field and the trades, the different trades and the truck driving, we know there are opportunities out there for our graduates.
Do you help place your students in jobs?
We do have job placement assistants. We really try to work with our students throughout their stay here. We prepare them for the workforce and for applying for jobs by making sure they have a great resume, by practicing with them in terms of mock interviews, helping them with job applications. And we have a great network and relationships with employers all over our community that we work with, who they are very familiar with our graduates and what they can do, and they, a network of employers that hire our students.
And what we're also going to talk about, Fortis is doing something that sets Fortis apart from any other institute of higher learning, I believe, in the area, especially with Habitat for Humanity, which we're going to be talking about. Tell us just a little brief intro of Habitat for Humanity in Fortis.
Well, we provide opportunities for our students to practice the skills they learn in the classroom, in the field. In the case of the electrical students who we're going to meet in a little bit, they actually have field experience, and we had partnered with Habitat for Humanity for our students to be able to help build a house in our community. And I know our program director will talk more about that. But in each of our programs, our medical students, for example, have a wonderful externship opportunity and experience at the end of their program where they get to practice the skills they've learned in the classroom, in the medical office, in the hospital setting, in the clinic, depending on what their program is.
And it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
There's so much going on here. We're also going to talk about people that want to change a career. It might be even midlife, and they can here at Fortis.
So many people who have the opportunity to change careers don't often want to go to school for many years.
Sure.
So they might choose a career training program such as ours to go to school, learn very specific skills, and again, their focus is on changing careers for a better life, something maybe they've always wanted to do and had to put off for some reason, and they, they'll get into that career and start working, and
it makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
It makes it all worth it. How long are the programs typically if somebody wanted to go back to school? Just curious.
Right. Our medical programs, depending on if they go day or evening, it might 7.5 months to 18 months, depending on what degree they're going for, or diploma program. Our trades programs are 9 months long to 18 months long, depending on if they're going day or evening. And our Class A CDL program has a short program and a 6-month program.
Wow. Well, when we come back, we're actually going to be talking to some of the graduates from Fortis Institute. Their job placement rate is so high that we're going to be talking to a couple students that did get a job in their field directly with assistance from Fortis. We're here in 40 Fort, Pennsylvania. My name is Kate Moss, and we'll be right back.
In Nigeria, hundreds of young girls were kidnapped as they prepared for their final exams at boarding school.
A threat to girls' education anywhere is a threat to progress everywhere.
Act now, and you will see the impact.
Because a girl with a book
And a girl with a microscope
and a girl with a hard hat
are the leaders and peacemakers of tomorrow.
Start a movement.
Start here.
Start here.
start here.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Get out to the forest.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah!
Woo-hoo! Hey, guys, wait up!
And discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
And endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle!
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back into Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss, and we're here at the Fortis Institute in 40 Fort, Pennsylvania. We're talking about several different opportunities that they offer here at Fortis, including a change of career option, and right out of high school, you can get right into a trade. And we have Stephanie and Robert joining us. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Kate.
Stephanie, I'm going to start with you. So where did you graduate high school from?
Valley West.
And did you always want to do something in the medical field?
At first it wasn't the medical field, it was more like hair and that stuff, but then I started to look into the medical field and it was more my interest than doing the hair and all that stuff, so.
What made you choose Fortis?
I know my friend's sister went here, so and I asked her like the reviews and stuff, and then I wanted to get my experience more instead of waiting 4 years to go to a different college, so.
How long was your study here?
7.5 months.
That's not bad. And from what I understand, you got placed right in your field immediately.
Yes.
How did that happen?
I had my extern for 10 weeks, so, and then during my 5th week there, they were asking about after I was done with school if I wanted to go further, and I said not right now, maybe later on since I'm still young, but so we were talking then, and then my 10-week, once I was done, they asked when I could start, so I was hired full-time after my externship.
And Robert, were you a change of career?
Yes,
and,
big time.
Okay, what were you doing first?
I was a sheet metal worker for 37 years.
Wow, that's a long time. So what made you switch?
I was facing long periods of unemployment in the last few years, and eventually my health benefits were going to start taking a hit. So I wanted to find another career that I could not face so much unemployment.
Right, that was more solid and more stable.
Yeah, a little more steady.
And what brought you to Fortis?
Fortis had a program that interested me, and I had 3 three main features that I had to accomplish with it. It had to be available at night because I was working full-time in the summer. It had to be short enough and long enough where I got a good education, but not too long. And I had to be hireable when I got out, and this was perfect.
So is Fortis definitely somewhere you would recommend then for
Absolutely.
a change of career?
Oh, absolutely.
And Stephanie, as a student maybe fresh out of high school, it's something you would definitely recommend?
Especially if you want to hurry up and, not like hurry up, but like if you want to learn your skills faster than normal college, then definitely.
Instead of the 4-year plan or the 6-year plan. We'll be right back here at Fortis. It's the Fortis Institute in Fort, Pennsylvania. They're doing some wonderful things for Habitat for Humanity. We're going to be talking about that next, so we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ben Affleck. The only thing better than playing a hero in the movies is being a hero in real life. Like the 50,000 veterans who returned from Iraq and Afghanistan with devastating injuries. They are true heroes, and they're why I'm proud to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. For more than 60 years, Paralyzed Veterans of America has made a promise to never leave a fallen comrade behind. They make sure veterans with spinal cord injuries get the quality medical care, rehabilitation, and housing they need when they come home. They stay with our fallen heroes for the long term, offering counseling, job training, and support to help them regain the freedom and independence they fought so hard for, all at no cost to them. Our veterans fought for us. Let's fight for them. To learn more about how you can help, visit pva.org. That's pva.org. We will never leave a fallen comrade behind.
Dad's home!
Yeah.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
The United States Air Force has a proud history of leading our nation in embracing diversity. We've been reaching new heights for years by understanding it's our individual experiences which make us strong. You can share in this success by seeking opportunities to learn and grow as a member of a diverse team. We are the world's greatest Air Force, not because of what we do, but who we are. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back into Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss, and we're here today at the Fortis Institute in Fort, Pennsylvania. We're talking about all the wonderful programs that they offer here and also Habitat for Humanity. I'm being joined by an instructor, John, and a former student, Adam. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. And John, you were talking before we actually started filming about having experience in the field and being able to teach at the same time. It goes hand in hand.
Yes, Holly. Yeah, I worked as first I started off just like these guys did. I went to tech school at night, and I went to Pringle Tech up in Westside Tech for 2 years at night, and I learned about electrical. Then I went to Penn State for 2 years. I got a job at Procter & Gamble, and I worked there as a technician in the electrical field, though, as an electrical tech. And then after they educated me, I got my degree from Wilkes, and then I moved over to engineering. And I worked there until 2005, and then I retired in 2005.
And what exactly are the classes that you teach here?
Well, we teach a number of classes. We start out with the basic electrical class, which is like basic theory about magnetism and static electricity and induction and stuff like that, and Ohm's law, because Ohm's law, when you do electrical work, Ohm's law stays with you for your whole career, you know, doing electrical work. So that's the basic courses. Then we offer motors, we offer transformers, we do print reading, we do motors, transformers, print reading. We do the code, the electrical code, the National Electrical Code, because they need to know that when they go take their journeyman's license or anything like that, their master license in Wilkes-Barre. So we do the code. We do
motors, generators.
Generators, yeah, motor generators, DC motors, AC motors.
A lot of that is going over my head. It sounds like very overwhelming and a lot of work. And you were part of this, Adam. You studied this. You got through it.
Well, absolutely. But great instructors, and you know what I mean, they're always there when you need them. Absolutely. John and Rich Zawatsky, they're both really good instructors, especially like Alan Brooks. They really do a great job helping students along and really getting it in your brain, you know.
And you're actually in the field now too, working.
Yeah, I work with Morgan Electric right now.
That's great. To be placed in your field is such a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
John, something that's happening, it's your inaugural season for Habitat for Humanity. How did that come about?
Well, it's funny you mention that because the guy his name is Joe Dussinger, and when I retired, he was my group manager. He was my boss in engineering in diapers, and he called me and he said, John, I hear you're working at Fortis. Would you be interested in getting on board with us to do some wiring for us, you know? And I said, well, I'm not the boss, so I said, let me talk to Rich, and we'll see how we can work it out, you know? Because like I said, we have to still do our courses and get the criteria that we have to accomplish, you know? So I talked to Rich, and we worked it out, and we got to go there a couple days a week, and we would spend the whole day there. And we got it all rough wired, the service is up, everything's inspected and done. The only thing we have to do is go back now and do the finished thing, like put the receptacles in, hang the lights and stuff like that.
Talk about hands-on experience.
Yeah, that's good. It's like a win-win because we're doing this for the community, for Habitat, and also our guys get the experience of going out there. Because I mean, you can wire on the board like you see around us, but it's different going in a house and doing the wiring, actually, you know. So it was a plus for both of us. So it looks like I think they do one every 10 months, is what their schedule is. And then they're going to have like a dedication service, so I'm hoping we get invited to that so we can be part of that.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and it was nice. It was a good plug for the school too, you know. So
that's always a good thing.
Yeah, because they had us on TV then too.
Being on TV is fun. Adam, did you come here right after high school?
No, I came right out of high school and went to Penn State.
Okay.
I went there for electrical engineering for a year, and I did well, and then I got my tuition bill, and I was like, this is it's quite a bit of money,
yeah,
you know, and I thought through things, and with my dad being head of electrical, I talked to him about Fortis and decided to come to Fortis, and I don't regret a single day of it. It was just a good decision on my part, and it really helped me find my career.
If you're talking to somebody that's interested in electrical, doesn't know what to do or where to go, maybe they're fresh out of high school, would you recommend, obviously, Fortis?
Yeah, absolutely, just because people really take for granted what a job in the technical field is, you know what I mean? There's a lot of opportunities out there, and if you're strong-willed and you really have that devotion to go out there and get it, you can definitely make a living for yourself.
And you could do that here at Fortis. They have so many programs, so many great things are happening here. We're going to be right back. We're going to be talking to Rich, the program director of the electrical, a little bit more about Habitat for Humanity and KISS. We'll tell you all about that when we come back. Here on Northeast Current, it's the ION Network. I'm Kate Moss. Be right back.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
In Nigeria, hundreds of young girls were kidnapped as they prepared for their final exams at boarding school.
A threat to girls' education anywhere is a threat to progress everywhere.
Act now, and you will see the impact.
Because a girl with a book,
and a girl with a microscope, and a girl with a hard hat
are the leaders and peacemakers of tomorrow.
Start a movement.
Start here.
Start here.
Start here.
In the game of golf, focus is fundamental to success. At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, no family pays for treatment, travel, housing, or food. so families are free to focus on what matters most, helping their child live. For each dozen Jack Nicklaus golf balls sold, we will donate $1 to St. Jude. And for each dozen shipped via FedEx, another $1 will be donated to St. Jude. It's an easy way to raise your game and help find cures and save children with cancer.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Welcome back into Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss, and we're here at Fortis Institute in Fort, Pennsylvania, talking about all the wonderful things that are happening here. We have John with us. He's an instructor in the electrical trades program. And then we also have the PD, the program director of the electrical trades program, Rich. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, Katie. Thank you for showing up, and thanks for coming here with us.
And you know what? Not to, no pun intended, but it's an electric place here. The whole atmosphere, it's an electric place. You guys have such energy and passion.
All charged up.
Yeah.
You're all, there you go. You're all charged
There you go.
up.
All charged up and ready to go. No, it's true. And here's the thing. If we don't have a passion for what we do, the kids are going to pick that, not just the kids, our students will pick that up so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, they can see right through it. You have to be passionate about what you do, because without that passion, all we're doing is here for a paycheck. And there's not any of us that are here for a paycheck.
You can tell.
Myself, John, Mr. Alan Brooks is our weather instructor. All of us are here for the students. More importantly, we're here because there is such a dearth of qualified technicians to come into the electrical industry, the electrical field. I mean, the guys are my age, John's age, Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks, gotta love him. He's 71 years old, and he's still teaching.
Wow.
He's a retired electrician. And there's nobody to take our place. And we're leaving, and the field and the industry is finding that we have a problem. And we will have a problem within 5 to 6 years, 7 years.
Because of all the retirees.
Yes, because of all the retirees, and people, for whatever reason, are shying away from electrical work. This is such a daily part of our lives, all right? And so many people don't realize how important it is to them until suddenly someday you're not going to have it. It's going to be gone. There's going to be brownouts. Why? Because of lack of technicians to keep the equipment running. And that's just a matter of time. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And one thing with electricity is the fact that, sure, it's a great servant to man, but could also be a great demon. And they need to learn the respect for this particular source of energy. And that's, like I say before, Katie, that's why we're here. That's what we do.
Electricity is something we take for granted because when it goes out, we get very upset.
Oh, yes,
and
absolutely.
When is it going to come back on? You know, it's something that's...
Use your power for 12 hours and see how you feel.
Yeah.
For 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
Sometimes that happens.
You can't turn the boob tube on or you have a light on or anything, you know, it's awful, it really is.
There's another thing that we're doing, you know, we're doing a lot of other things, and our students just don't learn in the classroom, all right? I mean, we get them out of this area and show them what it's like in the field. You've already alluded to the Habitat for Humanity home, okay, when we formed that partnership this year with some great success so far, and, you know, God willing, it'll stay that way. In the works also, we have the KISS Theater Project, okay, which is forming in the East End Shopping Center in Wilkes-Barre. We're donating our time, but we're going to collaborate, hopefully, and form a coalition with other schools in the area, such as Penn State, such as Luzerne County Community College, such as Westside Votech, such as Wilkes-Barre area Votech, and all of it because the scope of the project is so large, and it is a massive project. Right,
Where is
John?
it actually going to be built?
In the springtime is what Amanda was saying, but...
Where?
She didn't have it real.
In the East End?
Yes, in the East End
Okay.
Shopping Center. And we intend to go in there, and we're going to do our best, hopefully, like I said, to coordinate with the other trades and more importantly, other educational facilities so that everybody has a hand in a good community project, which will benefit the city of Wilkes-Barre and all surrounding areas.
Oh, sure,
And
it
it's
absolutely will.
And bottom line still comes down to, it's still for the kids, it's cultural, gets them off the street.
Yeah,
keeps
that's
them out
very
of trouble.
true.
And also for our students, it's when you do like Habitat, that's only house wiring. But here we're doing commercial wiring. So it's different code things, it's different kind of work, it's a three-phase system, it's three-phase power, which we teach our kids, so now they can experience working with it, you know? There's big, you know, they're 30-foot ceilings. We have to hang lights, you know, you have to work off a genie lift, can't work off ladders and stuff like that, you know. So it's a real nice project because it's different than Habitat.
Well, it's real world experience, and it's teaching the kids that, or your students, that you have to give back to your community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's
absolutely, and that's a life lesson.
Right,
You know?
it is.
We also looking at, you know, coming down the pike, you know, we have to look at the green aspect also, all right? We've already had field trips to the Wilkes-Barre Wind Farm up on Bear Creek, where, you know, the students saw firsthand turbines. They've all heard about the windmills. They've all seen the windmills. Well, guess what? When you actually get to be inside of one of those monsters that are 350 feet tall, and, you know, the manager of the farm actually gave the guys a very, very educational tour, very good safety-minded tour. I mean, it roughly lasted for nearly 7 hours and was a very, very intense affair for them. They loved it. We get involved, like I said, with the community quite a bit. Just this past summer, we're also partnered with the Luzerne County Fairgrounds, helping them rehabilitate from previous fairs, and the electrical work is a little bit run down, and we go in there and we modify it and we improve it and we make the repairs that are necessary in preparation for the county fair and other facilities projects that they have at no expense to them except for whatever the materials is that we are going to use.
Right.
You know, and once again, that's what it's all about. We do things generally within the radius of the Wilkes-Barre, Wyoming Valley area. I don't take students out, or we don't take students out 45 miles away, 50 miles away. You know, we tend to stay very, very, very localized.
And you're giving back to your community. There's so many programs here at Fortis in 40 Fort. This is only one of them, the electrical trades program. So if you're interested in more programs here at Fortis, you can definitely hit them up online. And you could go to fortis.edu, look up the 40 Fort campus, because there's so many wonderful things happening here. Gentlemen, thank you so much for having us.
Katie, thank you so much.
It was
a true
really,
pleasure.
yes, likewise. And thank you as well for watching at home and spending your morning with us here on Northeast Current. It's the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss. We'll see you next week. I got Moe's in the car. You got what? Moe's. I got a grilled chicken burrito. Oh. I didn't eat it yet, obviously. Yep. Oh, Regina. Are you done? After we smoked some stogies and had some tequila. All right. Again? Okay. I have to look at you and pretend that I'm interested. You look interested in this? Well, I will be interested. Yeah. Okay. Hi. No, true story. I'm indebted to them for the rest of my life. Talk about student loans. I used to hate that. Jane, did you ever hear that?
Yes. Maybe Hollywood, you think?
We never do anything scripted on
you're
this
an
show,
actor.
ever.
Who are you? I'm not even Italian. I speak with my hands. I don't understand it. Take advantage of it. Just forget about it.
We'll put your mic back on. That's okay.
Okay. Good.
Can I watch myself?